Do we enjoy more of the true facts from the actual event or the crazy exaggerated moments from the story? Let's go. Cocaine Bear should still be in theaters, but it's rated R. So yeah, with a title like that, you know, with the bear doing cocaine and with the side effects shown after, that's pretty much what you get with this movie. So leave your kids at home. Do not bring your kids, but kids or no kids, like always, this review will be spoiler free, so no worries. Cocaine Bear is a horror action comedy based on true events of a black bear who goes on a murderous killing spree after unintentionally ingesting 75 pounds of cocaine. This takes place in a Georgia forest where multiple lives are encountered with this bear from cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers. But you might ask, why does this all happen in the first place? Well, apparently in 1985, there were drug drops taking place from an airplane where they would throw the bags of cocaine out the plane so whoever's on land will collect them in secret. This specific drug drop goes wrong, so the cocaine is randomly dispersed throughout the entire country lands, and who ends up coming across it? Teenagers and a big ass black bear. Definitely not a good combination, but you can imagine how the rest of the story goes. Now, what I liked about this story was the characters, because although the story is a very simple, straightforward storyline, such as survive and get away from this bear, each set of characters has their own mini purpose, from the mother trying to find her kids, to the drug dealers trying to locate their cocaine, and to the national park security just simply trying to manage park expectations, which is a crazy thing to do with all of this going on, as you can imagine. You then have cops trying to find these drug dealers, and that's what makes this story very fun, because you can imagine with all these characters going on all over the place, and when they cross paths, that's when it gets interesting. But you already know who's in front and blocking all their paths. That's right, that big ass black bear just trying to mind his business and live his best life. But now when it comes to the bear and the animation, I actually thought that it was well done and somewhat convincing to the audience. It's interesting to see because yeah, bears can run pretty fast, but when on coke, the graphics almost look realistic, as in, yeah, I guess I could see a bear moving that agile if coked out. I don't know if many people know this, but it was actually designed by the same visual effects studio who helped create the worlds of The Lord of the Rings and Avatar, so that's saying something. But back to the characters, and I think these characters stick out to me besides them being so different, is because of the casting choices and how committed these actors were to their roles, despite the silly, nonsensical script. One actor I was completely shocked and happy to see was Ray Liotta from the classic movie Goodfellas. He recently passed away a few months ago back in 2022, so rest in peace to him. I think this may be his final big movie appearance, so overall, me personally, I thought it was a very well done performance. I also appreciated seeing familiar faces of Alden Ehrenreich from that Solo Star Wars movie, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. from Straight Outta Compton, who is also the son of Ice Cube, so a major shout out to him for still putting in that work for his acting career. But now the last shout out I want to give my roses to is not an actor in this movie, but the director of this movie, plus she's a big actress in general. Not sure if people knew this as well, but the director of this random ass movie of Cocaine Bear is Elizabeth Banks. You probably recognize her from so many movies, whether Hunger Games, Pitch Perfect, or 40-Year-Old Virgin. She's recently directed movies such as Pitch Perfect 2, Charlie's Angels, and now this movie. So I do look forward to seeing what else she decides to direct in the future. I thought she instilled great pacing throughout the entire movie, along with perfect timing for those gruesome bloody scenes that all made sense. And don't get me wrong, some of those death scenes were random as hell, but the suspense really paid off, and that was all due from the director's decision. Another minor detail that I noticed was the emphasis of sound design, such as the bear growling or walking around places, and then you hear that environment creaking to really build up the scene. This movie also does have 2 mid-credit scenes, but no end credit scenes, so just a heads up. But let's not move past that. This movie is definitely an outrageous story. Obviously, the true story and event doesn't have the bear killing people, but it's kind of sad because in real life, the bear did immediately die after consuming the cocaine. Plus, I do think this was set in Kentucky. Regardless, rest in peace also to the bear. He's a legend, no doubt, but he didn't have to go out like that. Then again, it was probably high. I mean, he was high as shit. He went out on a high, but still, I mean, what if you had kids? We don't know this, or maybe we do, but we don't know. But that's where movies are fun, because we could take a true incident such as this and exaggerate the shit out of it to make it an entertaining, fictional story. All in all, I thought this movie was very funny and surprisingly a good story with interesting plot and characters. I appreciated the filmmakers taking their time to make the animation appealing to make the bear as realistic as possible, along with the grotesque bloody scenes almost tough to watch at times. If you're one of those movie viewers that just can't turn their brain off because it's just so stupid of what's going on screen, then this might not be for you. Plus, if you're not a big fan of horror such as suspenseful, gruesome pop-up moments, and trust me, I'm not either, but the fact that the comedy was so strong in this movie definitely made this worthwhile. So I think you should definitely give it a try, and don't try drugs, right? But yeah, for this movie, definitely give this movie a try. I'm in love with the coco. So did you get a chance to watch the movie yet, or did this review entice you to maybe go check it out? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, consider clicking that like button and subscribing if you're new to the channel, as we upload reviews every week. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.